Hello, Falco family. This is Andy. I'm here live from Honolulu, Hawaii. It's 7:20 a.m. here in Honolulu, and this is going to be the first in a series of updates, some Facebook Lives in regard to some two dogs that will be coming in from Ireland. This has been a longer road than normal, and so what I'm doing is I just want to kind of share some of the process that goes along with importing dogs from other countries. Many of the questions I get is, why do you get, when you're looking for a working dog, why do you get them from other countries? Well, there are a few factors. Trying to find a dog, and so if we're trying to find a working dog, whether it's a police dog or detection dog, understand that there are certain traits that we absolutely need to have at Falco Canine Academy. Some people don't care. They'll go to a shelter and just grab a dog, which is fantastic. They're pulling the dog out of a shelter. But then in some cases you have to force, in some ways, the desired traits and things that you're looking for from a dog, that you're trying to make something work that may not normally work because they're lacking something, or they have some baggage that they're carrying and that kind of stuff. It's not that I've never found a dog from a shelter. Honey, a bedbug dog that we found for one of our customers, Lauren, came from a shelter. She was fantastic, still fantastic. I just performed with her at an event in Long Beach where she wowed the crowd, and I have a video that I made for that too. I got to make sure and get that out. But just an amazing dog, came from a shelter. Some of the other bedbug dogs, we had some dogs in Canada that came from a shelter. So it's not that it's unheard of, it's that it's just not as easy, right? You can look through a lot of dogs. So I have had people bring me 10, 15, 20 dogs and only been able to maybe find one that kind of worked, or found two that were fantastic. But it's kind of hit and miss, and we're talking about a very, very large country. And our focus here in the United States tends to be on the way dogs look, not necessarily for the way dogs work. Now, up in the Northwest, we get a lot of dogs because they still really are into the hunting breeds, hunting dogs, that kind of stuff. Hello, Lucia. Nice to see you. And so, again, I'm not putting down American dogs. I'm not saying they're horrible. If you have one, fantastic. Again, it is about 1% or less than 1% of the dogs that can actually have all the traits and do all the things that we ask from a dog. So in a bedbug dog, one of the things we need the dog to do is have the ability to hunt and search for long periods of time, for several rooms, 25 rooms at a time. We don't ask police dogs to do that. Police dogs will search one room or one house or a series of cars. Dogs on the border will search a series of vehicles, but often get rest. It really is up to the handler which car gets searched and that kind of stuff. So it's more regulated. But a bedbug dog is highly unusual in the sense that we ask a lot from these dogs. So the traits that we're looking for have to be exceptional. I hear stories sometimes of dogs searching 100 rooms and that kind of stuff, and well, I'll save that opinion. But that is a lot of rooms. From some of the best dogs, that would be hard to do. So, in any case, who else is on? Jennifer, nice to see you. And so, in regard to dogs, I can go to a country like Northern Ireland, to my friend Chris out there, who he has a facility that specifically is breeding and searching for the dogs that I need, that will pass my test. When I went to Ireland personally to test the dogs, he saw me go through about 3 days of testing with all the dogs that he had, and then weed away the dogs that I did not think were best, and eventually walked away with 8 dogs. So I don't know that I could have done that very easily here in the United States. I would have to travel very far and looked at a lot of dogs to get 8 dogs. I think actually we were looking for more, but we got 8 at that time, and that is a really, really good run. I've gone to kennels here in the United States where they have up to 200 dogs and barely walked away with 1, and that's a police dog training facility. So it is not that easy to find a dog that fits into what we have as far as our parameters. It's about 3 pages of stuff. Now I just hold it in my head as far as memory because I've done it so much and so often. But there's a lot of things. The dog needs to be friendly. The dog needs to be healthy. The dog needs to not have issues with environments, slick floors, stairs, a whole bunch of other stuff. Hey, Sean. Hey, Sean, I haven't seen you in a long time. Hope you're doing well. What else? Trainability is huge. We want the dog to have a strong desire to hunt. We want the dog to have a strong desire to play so that they can maintain that desire to search for the thing that they can't see and when they're going into some place for the very, very first time. Hey, Jake. Glad to have you. Make sure and share and like and subscribe to our channel. That way you can be notified when we're coming on, because all week long, the dogs are coming in on Friday. So I want to make sure, if I'm not back from Hawaii back then, I'm going to make sure that the folks that are picking up the dogs for me will take videos so that we can kind of share what the process is for bringing these dogs in from Northern Ireland. If I forget and say Ireland, understand there's two countries over there. There's Ireland and Northern Ireland. And it's very important, I think, to some people that I get it right. So in Northern Ireland, where these dogs are coming from, we'll be talking about that process. One thing I want to show you before I leave in this episode, and later on, maybe later tonight, which tends to be a lot later there in the United States, or in the mainland. I know I'm in the United States here in Hawaii, but in the mainland is that it'll be pretty late. I have court today, so that's why I'm wearing a nice shirt. People aren't used to probably seeing me. I'm going to put my tie on in a second. So I'm testifying in court today, but when I'm done with that, I'll see if I can't come back and show you the other dog. But I'm going to show you at least, who do I got set up here? Let me look and see. I think this is, I want to say that it's Ollie. I could be wrong. Yeah, I have Ollie. All right, so I'm going to show you a video of a dog and one of the tests that it goes through. Oops, it started on its own. Hold on. Let me stop that. I'm going to pull it back. And some of you may have seen me do this before, but I was showing you a different dog on that particular video. So this is Ollie. This is one of the dogs that's coming today. Chris Miller, if he happens to watch this, he'll be happy to see his dog being... thanks, Sean. Jacko, is that Jacko? I think so. The font is so small, and I don't want to put on my glasses because I'm not going to admit that I'm old yet. All right, so I'm going to show you. You already got in trouble. Good luck. All right. So anyway, so here's Ollie. Ollie coming up right here. And Demetris, nice to have you. All right, so I'm going to show you the video here. So Brookvale is Chris's facility down there in Northern Ireland. I'm actually going to blow this up so it gets a little bit bigger once we get started here. And I'm not sure how the sound will affect. I'm going to kind of lower the sound just a little bit. But this is